Hi, friends. So I'm back again, and it's almost Christmas. I'm excited. A lot of new things coming up this new year. Um, so I'm really grateful for that. But I wanted to share some thoughts with you. I had posted about this. I do post a lot on my social media pages, little articles and things that come up from time to time. And specifically in Texas, I'm an advocate for the Texas filmmakers, independent filmmakers, Texas actors, Texas talent. But I serve all actors, because I have actors that are outside of Texas as well, from LA to New York to Pittsburgh to all over the place. I don't rep them, but I have, I know quite a few of them and have a relationship with them. As a casting director, it's like I communicate with them because actors do communicate with me and text me from time to time to ask questions and get information, and that's okay. I don't mind consulting with actors at all. It's something that I love to do to get to know them, and I don't mind that at all. Um, there's times where I post things that people misconstrue and do not understand what I'm talking about. And specifically here in Texas, we really need to raise our standard here. And as far as actors, skill level, leveling up, and filmmakers as well, especially specifically independent filmmakers, to learn how to go about getting investors, getting your films funded, having the money to have really good actors, to have a good crew. We in locations, you have to have these things in place. There's so many independent, and I get it. Start out, if you want to do a film, do it. Try to just do it on your own the first time and see what happens. You eventually get better and better, hopefully, but many of you I've seen over the years have not been able to get out of that watch cycle where it's just continually searching for money, trying to find somebody to fund you, GoFundMe's, using your own credit cards, barely scraping by, asking people to work for free. This is not what I'm talking about. This should not be happening in Texas. We have some of the largest studios moving here that are really taking over, but however, those studios are not really bringing on Texas crew, Texas talent, in certain areas. So we've got to step up our game, bottom line. And that's what I'm talking about. So I see a lot of people that work extras because that's all they can get on these spectacular TV shows that are here, which is great. But when you post about it and what show it is and pictures of you saying you booked a role as an extra, you did not book a role, you booked as an extra. So state that. Booking a role means a role, you have a name, a character, and you auditioned for it, and you have a speaking role. That means you were cast in that. You may have booked it as a speaking role, but many extras confuse that and say, hey, I booked this big role on this TV series, which you didn't, because you didn't have to audition for it. You didn't have to do the hard work, the labor, getting the script, reading the sides, and going in front of the casting director for that particular show and auditioning. Um, most of the auditions come out of LA, and that's fine. I get that, but be specific. And really, you shouldn't be posting because professional actors don't post. Looked it. They just don't. They don't need to because they're publicists, they're managers, people that are in charge of them getting seen and articles written, and all that fun stuff. The Hollywood Reporter and Variety and all those. They have publicists and managers that handle all that, and that's why they're seen. They don't have to worry about going on social media and posting that I was on this show. There's my arm. There's my hand. Stop. Just stop. Show your work, your successes in a speaking role. That makes a difference. That's a huge difference. So show your success through the films you've done in speaking roles and lead roles. And that was the point I was trying to get across. you can do that here in Texas. You know, we have a lot of independent filmmakers who are looking for good actors. So, coaching, training, learning the audition process, learning to act for the lens, which, by the way, I'm having a workshop on that in January with an award winning cinematographer. So, we're doing that again. And you will be able to receive the footage for that for a clip. So, I just wanted to pass that along to you. And listen, you know, we're a right to work state. I get it. Uh, you know, there are organizations that say you'll never get anywhere without us. We're the be all, be end, it, all the way up. You know, that we're it. You can't go anywhere. But this is Texas. Okay. I get that. I get that. You know, and I have nothing against those organizations. They're wonderful. Sometimes we need them. I actually cast for both sides of the coin, and I do, and I'm grateful that I get those, and I appreciate them. I appreciate that, but bend a little with right to work states. You know what I mean? Come on, you know, let's give this talent. There's so many talented folks around here, and all over. Basically, I have actors that I know all over the place. Um, so that's all I'm trying to say is let's all work together. Uh, there's a transitioning going on right now, transforming, a shifting, so to speak, that's been happening basically in this industry since COVID. It's been changing quite a bit. And it continues to change in form and be different than what it was. We all know that. We see it. And yeah, typically because social media and entertainment now is vertical, you know, it's not the horizontal much anymore, it's the vertical. And I get that. And so times are changing, things are changing. And we got to change with that. We have to bring it to the forefront. And there's so many opportunities for actors, so many opportunities for filmmakers, so many stories to be told. And my source will always come from a higher power, somewhere different than earthly plane. And that's who I answer to. I don't answer to anybody here per se or power down to anything here. I do speak my truth and my convictions, just to let y'all know that. Like it or not, that's who I am. And what you see is what you get. So I'm being honest and open here. But I am all about the industry, helping folks. It's my ministry, basically, in the casting portion, because I have so many people that do follow me and listen to me, and I help continuously, and I will continue to help them. If you're successful, I'm successful. So let's do this together. Okay? Let's do this together. Hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful, successful New Year. And I know we will. So I pray for each and every one of you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. I really do. We'll talk soon.